Hey guys, this is Sean, that male CNA. Thanks for signing in and watching my 5th video now. Today I'm not really going to be talking about any type of subject that pertains with the healthcare field or being a CNA in general. I have a bunch of ideas for some future videos. Today's really just going to be an information session, a little bit more of a get to know me type video, as I said before. So let's start off. So if I'm not working, usually my schedule is like an alternating. It's like, 6 days a week or 5, depending on what the schedule is. I'll have off like every other Tuesday, every other Thursday type deal, then every other weekend. So this is my weekend off. So let's get to know me a little bit. So if I'm not working as a male CNA, I'm either usually playing video games, hanging out with my fiance Jamie, watching anime, or outside doing stuff with the garden, playing with the dog, out doing stuff. Usual people, but with usual people thing, I guess. My big thing before doing this was going to GameStop and spending money there, but I obviously haven't really had the opportunity to do that. So I got all the games I wanted before this whole coronavirus thing struck. My favorite video games have to be MLB 19 The Show. Anything that has to do with Legend of Zelda absolutely is like top 5 number 1 video game of all time. I mean, obviously I like it. I've got a tattoo on my upper left arm. It's honestly Ocarina of Time's got to be the best game I've ever played. I'd have to say Halo. Still have still have an Xbox 360 that I got from my father-in-law. I got a PS4, my fiance's, and kind of just play MLB The Show on there. Not really too many games that I'm too fond of on there, except for like Grand Theft Auto, that type of thing. Have a few anime-based games on there, like Digimon Cyber Sleuth, all that stuff. I'd say the game station I use the most on everything is my Switch. Anything that has to do with Legend of Zelda on there, I've got I think about 500 hours logged into Breath of the Wild, beaten it like at least 5 or 6 different times with different runs. Whether it's like a stealth using a Baranoa only throughout the entire game, using a sword, using axes, using anything really. I gotta say that out of all those, Ocarina of Time was still my favorite. Breath of the Wild's absolutely fantastic, but I wasn't really too keen on the weapon breaking. That's why it's not number 1. But if you had the same weapon over and over again, obviously it wouldn't make it that fun and challenging as it is. So moving on, anime wise, I definitely spend a lot of time watching anime. Not as of recently because I've been working a lot. And if it's not that, it's I gotta say my favorite anime of all time is Mushishi. A lot of you guys probably don't even know what that is, but it's a really absolutely excellent anime that I absolutely recommend checking out. Absolutely fantastic. The story, the arcs in it, each one of them is like a different Japanese spirit that they focus on in each one of the stories. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm absolutely in love with that anime. Obviously stuff like Akame ga Kill, Naruto, Bleach, anything that really is like, I guess is a little bit more mainstream, but now I've probably watched well over 300 different anime to this point. That's quite a significant amount of time. I've been watching it since I was like 11 or 12 years old. Been playing Pokemon, so obviously that's I played Pokemon Blue as my first game, and then I moved over to Crystal. Obviously Pokemon's an anime, so yeah, that really counts as my first one. I want to say that most of my time derives on the PS4s, like playing MLB The Show. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with that game, but it just plays fantastically. Now, a little bit more about myself. Obviously, I'm 24, going to be 25 next month. A lot of the my future goals and aspirations, I'm going to be going back to school, hopefully September. We had to postpone our wedding just due to this whole thing that's going on to next June. So I have a little bit more time to save up some money and stuff like that, especially because people aren't working and that type of deal. We just don't want to put any pressure on anyone, that type of thing. So we both had a mutual agreement that next year would be an absolutely excellent way to pursue this avenue. Now, what do I like to do? I mean, my favorite TV show of all time is absolutely The Office. There is, without a doubt, it is the best show I've ever seen on TV. absolutely fantastic in every avenue. Um, Obviously, I mean, Employee of the Month, it's Scranton Branch. Um, I think Dwight's the best character in the show. I absolutely hate Jim. I think he's a complete douchebag. I hate John Krasinski's character in that. John Krasinski, don't get me wrong, it's an absolutely fantastic actor, but Jim is just a complete douche. Michael is a douchebag too, but that's just me. A lot of people are probably going to give me hate for saying that Michael and Jim are two of the biggest idiots in the show, but I absolutely hate them. I think Dwight's just the most realistic, hardworking man. Obviously, with not, Shroot Farms and everything, but I just absolutely love the premise of the show, the idea of it, and I watched it right now about 3 or 4 different times all the way through, and now I'm just watching individual episodes at my own leisure. I spend quite a lot of time listening to country music. My 5 favorite artists: number 1's Chris Young, number 2 is probably like DeWitt Yoakam, number 3 Johnny Cash, number 4 would have to be like Randy Travis, number 5 Travis Tritt. I think they're all absolutely fantastic artists. I listen to like a lot of heavy metal, death metal type of stuff. I love Led Zeppelin. Grew up on that. I love David Bowie. I absolutely think a lot of bands. I love like a lot of like that British, Irish type folk music, like Codaline. I think is absolutely my top 5. Absolutely fantastic band. One of my favorites artists, Stevie McRory. He's a British or Irish guy, I forget, but sorry. I absolutely love that type of music. I used to be really into rap, freestyling. I'm going to get back into playing guitar or starting to try and really buckle down on that. I absolutely love just being able to express oneself through creativity. I think I'm a pretty creative person. I love to write and draw. I at least try to. Not very good at it, but I'm really into this, enjoying and living life to the fullest. Now, I know everything that you just learned was probably stuff that most of you knew already, but this is for my viewers that are new to the channel and really don't know too much about me. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piercings, and I've got about 12 tattoos. It's actually ironic. I walked into a pizza place the other day, and the guy was like, I got into a conversation with somebody else that was a fellow CNA there, and we had discussed, the issue of the shortage that I actually covered in one of my previous videos, the issue of the shortage of personal protective equipment inside the nursing homes and any other type of medical facility. And then we got down to it, and he was like, "Oh, you look like a biker gang member." I'm like, "Yeah, no, absolutely not." I think the most hardcore thing I do is get angry when I strike out in MLB The Show, but what are you gonna do? So, a little bit more about myself. I am really into gardening as well. I just planted about 13 or 14 different vegetables, and that's going to lead me into this. My fiance Jamie, she just made the designs for all the little vegetable pins. So I'm going to go ahead and, guys, go ahead, check out her Instagram, her Facebook page at G&H Studio. All your handcrafted designs, anything that you can want, any of your personal favorite type deals. She's absolutely fantastic. She's made me a few shirts. She's made me a sweater with, my favorite Pokemon, Venusaur. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic design. So if you guys, it would be absolutely fantastic. You want to support those local small businesses, especially during a crisis like this. It's going to keep this economy going. So I appreciate you guys tuning in for the video. That was pretty monotone. It was a little bit more about myself, and I have 2 brothers, Rory, Brendan, sister named Mariah. I don't currently live at home anymore. I live with my fiance's family. So we just got a new puppy named Luna. Hopefully I'll be able to feature her in one of the future videos there of another one of these Get to Know My Personal Life More session videos. So I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Tune in next time. Over the next couple of weeks I'll be uploading much more. I know I've been sackling off over the last week or so. Just been pretty busy with some personal things going on and work. So you guys, thanks for tuning in. That's been That Male CNA.